For the wonderful sounds, and thank you for blessing our best host drums. Now I'm going to call upon the stage the leader, our president for Young Builders Movement, going by the name of Leader Mmusi Maimane. Manda! Someone, Lisa, Amanda, Amanda. You are beautiful, someone. You are that's a name. Thank you very much. But first, we are going for blessing us with your presence. Thank you very much for believing that our country still has hope. Thank you very much for raising your hands to say, I want to be part of a group that is working hard to do something about the situation that we have in South Africa. If I ask how many of us here are unemployed, surely an overwhelming majority is going to raise their hands. If I ask a high school student whether they've been able at this point in the year, a matriculate, whether they've been able at this point in the year to apply for university, I'm sure an overwhelming majority will tell you, in fact, I did not know. What I knew was that to apply for university, I need to have an application fee, or I need to have someone who's going to fund my studies. What we are doing here today or what we've been doing since morning, is to make sure that we can have a conversation with the young people of Soweto, a conversation with the high school pupils of Soweto, a conversation with people who've been looking for jobs around Soweto. Say to them, we've done rallies on June 16. We've done so many things on June 16. But we need to rethink to try and move to the next step. And that's what we've done today. We had young people come from around Soweto coming with their CVs. They've been helped to at least, we didn't give them jobs, but we've helped them at least to the next step to becoming employable. We've helped them to format their CVs. We've helped them to update their CVs. We've helped to build LinkedIn profiles, of which most employers nowadays are looking for a LinkedIn profile. And if you don't have one, it means you are doing the rest, but you're not doing the other part that you need to be doing to be employed. We've facilitated a talk with experts who work in the employment industry, HR experts who spoke to people here and gave them guidance as to when you go for an interview, this is how you conduct yourself. This is what you're supposed to do. I don't want to spend too much time here. For me, it's really simple. Mr. Maimane, the youth of South Africa is hungry. There is no such a thing as voter apathy or the youth of South Africa is not interested. There is no such a thing. The youth of South Africa has been neglected for the longest of times. And we have not seen any one leader who raises their hand and says, are you saying the one who is going to hold the hands of these young people here and give them hope? Which is true. You say we must send you. These people here say they want to hear you tell them about how can they be involved to help build a one united, prosperous South Africa that will work for the kids in Rosberg and work for the kids in Senti and also work for Benjamin was a Soweto. There are questions for you there. They want to know, are you the one to give them hope so that they can do something about their lives? You know, I drive in Soweto every single day, and I see people sitting by the corner, and I always ask myself one question. Chief, I saw you sitting there yesterday. You are sitting here today. When you wake up as an unemployed person, or maybe you went to UJ, you got your degrees, but you're unemployed still, I ask myself the question, Chief, you wake up in the morning, what exactly goes in your mind? What are you thinking about? You've applied, you've sent your CVs, you've done your part, but you're just not getting the call back. So we need you. Build One South Africa needs you to raise your hand and say, I've sat by the corner for long enough. Can I be involved in doing something to try and contribute positively to my community? Can a group of 5 young men from one street in Jabavu say, we will take it upon ourselves to make sure that every day, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we are going to patrol the streets and make sure that our mama page and our sister now be experiencing the Is there a group of students who go to Beth University, who go to UJ, La Eduze, who say, we know that there are matriculant students who have not applied for university. We, as this group, we are going to take it upon ourselves to visit every one school and make sure that we make the information available. That is the type of contribution that Build One South Africa is looking for. I'm not going to take the spotlight. Mr. Maimane, the people want to know, are you the one? And it's your time to answer them. Ngiyabonga kakhulu. Siyabonga Mtomusha. Tsina Mtomusha, tsina. Tsina Mtomusha, tsina. Amanda. Ewethu. Bari ho yaruna. Manda, are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry for change? 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 The time is now. Can I just, in passing short, you know, Leader Mmusi Maimane, our mother said they are 1994. Our brother said they are 1994. It's unfortunate I was born after that. I want to say, young people, next year, 2024, it's our own 1994. Amanda! The same thought that was there 30 years ago, we've got an opportunity to rectify this year. And young people that are unemployed, you know the scariest part, it says we've got a country with 70% unemployment. On the 70%, 33% is the youth. On the 33, 11 are graduates. 11% is not that they are not trained or skilled. They are graduates. By the way, 660, close to 670,000 of the beneficiaries of 350 were graduates. It's up to us to rectify that mess, or we continuously fall into the trap of the system that is not productive. So Mtomusha namuhla ngithi kuwe sikima uzimele sikima wenza utshintsho from la ohlala khona sikima uhambe uyomema uMtomusha kamakhelwane sikima uyotshela umzala wakho ngokuthi ibhosa is here and we want our 2024 to be our own 1994. I'm going to give this moment to our president, Leader Mmusi Maimane. And in 2020, Mmusi Maimane, we've had them all. I've never when I woke up in the morning, breaking news, Mmusi Maimane, corruption in mine X, Y, and Z. Mmusi Maimane, corruption scandal in Busasa. Mmusi Maimane, unless he is hiding these dollars. I don't know if there's a farm. If we were present, without further wasting time, Mmusi Maimane, the phone is on. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
I had the opportunity of engaging the young people in the house, hearing their cries, hearing the struggles of being unemployed. The man of the hour is here, and we want to hear Ubuti Ibosa. These 4 big ideas to create job opportunities for us young people. How do they plan to make it happen? We've had promises, we've let it on. I don't want to hear what is the change that is coming. What is the plan? Because promises are being made, but still when you come in here and engage people are unemployed. And people are applying as Bushiwo. But in 70, I told her, so what is IPOSA bringing to us? There's 4 big ideas of stimulating the township economy, introducing national civilian service for school leavers, introducing empowerment policies that help young people to progress, and launching a jobs and justice fund. Sounds nice. And
Sure.
you know what?
It's our feto. Ask him. There's no which you have a lot of things. Markusha Mos. Akosha. That's what I'm saying.
Savana, man. They come out with the microphone in the shade. No. I think it's important to start there. Let me first of all say, right? So I feel at home. Not far from that. So, the Catholic, for the song, the city must pay after 2024. City must have 2029. It's a way to it's not just improving but young people are waiting. Where are you going? What is wrong with it? I want to think about taste. So the issue at core is number 1. Let me talk about just that one idea. About the master. When they hit matric, what is there to do? As to when the matric, nothing on it. What I'm suggesting is that we must take a 1-year program. For the whole year, but in a 6-month training, but in a 6-month internship. Why? Because in that time, but we give them the experience to work. But in that year, if you want to go into law, I was 7 days the school line, 7 days so our young people will walk out proud. But it mustn't be a yes program or this program. It must be a program for every child. Like that. When we do that, then we know which young people now see the agenda. When you apply from 7, you get transport with one of them. These are realities. Let's give young people a 1-year program today. Amanda.
Now, incentives are there. Yeah? People are going into these 1-year programs. After that 1-year program, what will happen? What is quarter's plan at the end of the 1 year. And then?
You see, at least the moment to speaking about this thing, and how you apply in savings, you don't have experience. Let's give the young people a program. The second issue, which is the program, let's not link it to government genekas. There are many businesses here. Sitting in this room are young people with business ideas. Let's launch a national venture capital fund. Let's hear this. NYDA, what? No. Let's create one fund. Knowing if there's a young person here who, after that year's program, says, business, let's fund him on his own. Let's sponsor that young person with capital so that buyers they can run their businesses closer to home. Even business because of most of the cars. Take some veggie, that's not a bad thing. Take some orange, that's not a bad thing. But we can't all sell oranges and vegetables. There are fashion designers here. There are IT people here. The internet must be better than the internet something, so that businesses will invest here. When you do that, that means businesses can start and hire people.
How do we raise these funds? How is it also planning to have these funds available? Out of funds.
No. That's important.
What's the practicality of it?
Good question. If I'm the NYTA has got funding, you find government, even in provinces, money. Capital is available. It's looking for businesses. A social impact fund. I went and spoke to people, but overseas, I will lecture in South Africa. Science and fund. We fund businesses. We've never had a problem of money. We had a problem of businesses. Think about it this way. In South Africa. I don't even buy this nonsense of the Ministry of Small Businesses and all of those things. It's a Ministry of Jobs and Business Sales. We will never be able, I can promise you now, we will never be able to run out of money. We will run out of businesses before them. Because the problem here so much is that the money is there. Money apply, BP membership card for your part. As could be or now you apply, they tell you, no, you give shares to corporate partner. Your business must remain your business. We must put the funding together. The state has the money. There is disinvestment even with the private sector. Sitting at the stock exchange, money is not being invested. I want these big businesses, I want to challenge them and say to them directly, you are no longer going to get away with moving cash out of South Africa, sending it overseas, whilst our children are looking for money so that they can be invested in and grow their businesses. All the top performing shares on the stock exchange today in South Africa are dual listed, many of them. Naspers is listed here, it's listed in London. The mining shares are like that, which means capital is permanently flowing from businesses that were here, meant to benefit the people here. Let money remain in the country so that it can benefit the people like us. So we put it there. So South Africa's problem is not money. South Africa's problem is leadership and the businesses.
So how do you ensure that these businesses actually grow? Once they've been funded, they don't just die and they don't remain small businesses forever. How do these businesses grow so that more employment can be created? Because employment can only be created if more businesses are growing and more businesses are started. So how do we ensure growth? Once the business is funded, how will growth be ensured?
Yeah. The other issue that is often a problem. When we think about a business that is started, let me give you an example. They say Townhall is always tight. There's a business there where they do wheel alignment. Okay? It's a good business. Anyone who has a car knows you have to go align your wheels. The thing that hurt me the most is that only the cars from Townhall were going there, which is a problem. Because it means when Mmusi Maimane, who comes from Townhall, wants to go align their cars, yeah, I tie the wheel and tire and I go somewhere else. I forget that there's a business in cars. What we have to do is open access to market and make it easier for people. If Maria, where do you live? Pretoria East. I must make sure when Maria is thinking of aligning her car, she doesn't think, let me just go to Pretoria East. She must go to Edward and be able to save, get in there, broaden the market space. Because when we do that, businesses in the townships can't only just be servicing the township. They must be businesses that are based in the township, changing the South African economy and benefiting from the larger market that is available. Therefore, if you're a fashion designer here, don't just design clothes for people in cars. Design clothes for people in center, for everywhere else. Because when we do that, we are broadening the market. That's the first. When we invest in those businesses, let's make it easy for employment to increase. And then lastly, government must always be at the forefront of this thing. Contractor from elsewhere. Why can't I contract locally, build locally, invest locally, so that those local businesses can grow and employ people closer? Because when you work closer to home, you benefit even your family. Your own children know. A call center. Rather, let's move that call center. They can walk there and walk home at lunchtime. It will increase their productivity. Let's help have a vision for an economy that works for everyone.
As we open the market, there's certain businesses that, or when an opportunity starts, it creates other opportunities. So how do we ensure?
Before you finish that question, I just want to make this one last point. The internet is the biggest market you can find. People don't need to just be safe because it's a cars. When you put their businesses online, nothing is stopping somebody from being able to click and order. I can't even order. I wish there was an Uber and deliver in quarterfinal every cars. But I can do that online. We can become merchants online. That's why one of the ideas, I don't think it's there, we must have very free internet in townships so that businesses can participate in products. Even if someone is sitting in America, if you've got good products, you can export them. Let's make it easy for people. Let's make business easy for people. That's my thing.
Yeah, free Wi-Fi, free internet, man. But not just for Instagram, for business. So what I was gonna ask, when a big project is coming, you find that already the international windows already know what's coming before the local market knows. How will they be prepared for things that are coming, opportunities that are to come, so that they prepare to be the businesses that enter that space?
Sure. That's an important question because South Africa suffers from multiple economies, and those economies sometimes are closed. You know, if you are from Stellenbosch, that economy works for you. If you are from Zante, that economy is locked in there. This is where I also do think I want to call out even the banking system. Because if you are a person like in Soweto and you own a house, it's fully paid. It's an asset. Or if you are in a rural community, you own cattle, that's an asset. But if you go to the bank and you say, I've got this asset, can I trade against it? But where is it? Then you say, it's in Soweto. Then they say, okay, we'll give you credit, but you are going to pay higher interest rates compared to somebody. They say your risk profile is much higher than somebody who lives in, for example, Sante, which perpetuates that thing of being locked into the system. Let's challenge the banking system to say, we, as the government, if you lead in availing capital for entrepreneurs who come from townships, we will underwrite the risk. Because when you do that, you make it possible to say, if you are and you want to build your business, you can accrue that asset and ultimately participate in the broader space. We mustn't think as us versus them. We must think as South African economy and South African businesses. You mustn't imagine South Africa in the way it does not exist. You must imagine it like it is and help entrepreneurs. So, Mina, I want to be on the side of entrepreneurs. I don't know if I've covered your question, but I want to be on the side of entrepreneurs and give them not only access, but you increase that asset by giving them capital, by making sure that lending instruments are available to them, and making sure that they don't pay a higher premium than somebody who lives elsewhere and that asset is somewhat more secure. Risk is risk. Entrepreneurs are entrepreneurs because they have an appetite for risk.
Are we satisfied with the answer? Are we told?
You want to find the answer?
And then there's this introducing empowerment policies that help young people to progress. Will you give us just
Yeah,
an
sure.
example of some of these policies?
Awuthibuzela. Abantu baphasa who's happy, one nice person. Bese doctor athi kuwe, you got 30% for biology. Will you go to that doctor? If a pilot says to you, I only know 30% of flying, will you fly that plane? Manje one year age, ati abantwana kufuneka baphase nge-30%. No way. Kodwa ubusila restraint and 2 years. The point I'm trying to make about empowerment policies is there was an injustice in this country. Black South Africans were left out of the economy. Let's not be. This is not black versus white. This is even black and white people working together. So now when we put that venture capital fund, it must favor South Africans who were left out. That's the first aspect of empowerment. But the second issue about the Jobs and Justice Fund is to make sure that where young people need vouchers to choose which school they can go to, they can gain access to that voucher. Why that voucher matters is that it says if the school down the road, it's a high, it's not good enough. And if you don't get St. John's or whatever, that voucher you can go put there, put deny 13,000 because the government spends 13,000 per year per learner. Tina as a family will add 7,000, even 20. They are fund. That's an empowerment fund. Brings 5 or 10,000. Leo mali by 30, it gives the young person an education and a computer. You'll see once those vouchers are there, then the schools will improve because we are losing learners because we don't have the power to look after them. They want to I still say the young people as we go. Huh? We are sharing a stage where.
All right. I think I'm covered. Oh, the National Civilian Service didn't cover that. For school leaver.
No, it's not me. It's a yes problem. I think we can take the questions from the people.
So let's take.
And Sweden is finished. Now we're going to have a round of 2 rounds. I'm going to take from the left now, then the second round I'm going to take to the right. So I'm going to take.
I'm just taking notes, Chairperson. I'm not taking WhatsApp.
So on the mbuzo, towards what the leader is presented from my left hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 5. In that sequence, number 1, you can come.
Who's with the white chiefs is so far?
I don't know. First of all, your name. First of all, your name, your surname, where you come from, and then your question. There you go.
Sanibona, leadership owayo. Ngumzamo Mnyango ngibuya eUvela. When we were heading to the local government elections, previous local government elections, I was still looking for a home. I didn't have a home there. Now I need to.
Just about this microphone,
Just ask me here. I didn't have a home then, and then now I do. So I wrote to the EFF. I asked them that we have a challenge on the arts industry. I also said that if you want to take power in any community that is black dominated, that has the black people as majority, you cannot leave the art industry aside. So I wrote to them that they must, if they could assist to build a studio, because if I can ask here, you can notice like in any township we have young people, they have backroom studios, they want to sing, they want to express their music. So I wrote to them asking them that they must build a studio in Johannesburg where young people, they can just go and record their music for free, and then they can take it from there and see what they do with their music. Okay, I've noticed that they put it on their manifesto, but they didn't do it. Well, I didn't ask them to promise to do it. I asked them to do it. So I want to know, leadership, what is your plan for the art industry in this country? Because like you can separate black people from art. It is who we are. Yes.
We'll take all of them because then we can.
Number 2.
I've written the notes.
Indonesia, the mistake you're doing your name, your surname, and then your question.
I have the point about I just want maybe a provincial parliament, a local parliament, or even national. For example, how do you keep that? I'm sure it's going to have McDonald's, have various shops, investing there. These parliamentarians will probably start to use they will buy food around them, and these people will beg. So is it not also one thing that is part of the investment, like
staying reference. The question I wanted to ask is that what schools, where I come from actually, the schools, we don't actually have the best education system. So now when I finish matric, the problem is that no child, when you finish matric, we don't actually have the opportunity for job because that economic system of the schools and after that matric, they were what we were supposed to get learnership and study. We don't actually get the chance. So the question I wanted to ask, how can you actually have Soweto and how is that going to actually provide for the other communities in other places?
So in terms of schools, right?
Cool. I really want to ask, my name is Leader Mmusi Maimane. I really want to ask, what are you guys doing to settle down about it? Because we need to get to the youth right now. Abantwana abancane bayashona ngazo, amantombazane ayabulawa. So, ama-drugs ayenzakalayo around our community. We don't say for us. So what are you doing for crime in Soweto?
Sanbulan, I'm from Petros. Yeah, I'm listening. We keep on talking about metrics and people going to Eugene and stuff, but let's be realistic. Abanemies, you know, they've got they're married, and secondly, yeah, abanemies, but kunzima ukuthi mabayele phambili kwesikolweni because they have to provide for the family. You understand? And secondly, and when it comes to school, you know, I wanted to make an example. I don't know, I'm also from Beltrams. I will make an example. Currently, I'm unemployed. I've got a son there. He's in grade R. The other day, he comes back from school. I asked him a question. You know, what did you learn at school today? We were writing and reading and stuff. Bring me a book. What did you read? Read. Couldn't read. You know, I thought maybe Tom Cobb was my son, you know. Lucky enough, he's got a cousin there, same class, grade R. Called him, can you read? He couldn't. Same school, I called the grade 2 pupil. Can you read what they, what they were reading in grade R? He couldn't. Now, must be straightforward. If I go to that school and report that to the principal and the teacher gets called, what is going to happen? My son might be victimized. You understand? Because now I'll be exposing, who fail about it. So also we need leaders to be close to us.
These are big questions, and let me start with the first one on the arts. I myself am not an artist. Whilst I enjoy good music, good paintings, good drama, good all of that. So here's what I've done. I met with a number of artists, famous ones. Give me a couple of, where's the guy? Just to give me some time, you'll see bossa artists coming up. These are people you see even in soapies like Generations, etc. Market Theatre, all of those. I convened them, I sat with them. I said, what do you want us to do? They raised this issue of funding. And I agreed with them to say, how do we help fund artists fair? Kunokuthi sibe no minister obefuna ukuthenga iflag for 32 million, that corruption. Arts remind us of the soul of the people. Our theatres in the country are collapsing. Angazi iSoweto theatre ime kanjani. But what we need is this issue of saying, how do we fund artists rather than funding vanity projects? But also, the only way you build up your industry is to also link it to all the other sectors internationally. When was the last film that was done in Soweto? That way, you can have the talent in Soweto, having a place to express that talent and earn an income, right? So what I'm trying to get at is, I'm working with a number of people to try and assist so they can give us ideas about how we can assist even better. I'm putting Kulu and we'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want them to lead that discussion. And they are coming up with ideas about how to even, the one artist helped us write some policy places to say, where are we training script writers? Where are we training people who can be musicians, etc. in the township? So, but their township can't just be consumed. Their talent can't be consumed only in the township. It must be brought to various places across the country. Go to the State Theatre. The State Theatre is a disaster. Go to the Market Theatre. It's not been well kept. Get the right leadership. Get the best artists. So my answer to you, Baba, I know it's a non-answer, but what I'm trying to say to you is that artists must come together under BOSA. Let's put together the policies and the demands. Tina, we will make sure we advance the issues you are raising. And I'm working with a number of artists to achieve a change and an empowerment of artists, particularly in our communities. So. Outing Bambele, the second one. Oh, the local parliament issue. Look, the reality of it is that even the municipality of Johannesburg is in the city center. And if you want the national parliament to come here, that's not a promise that I'm going to make here. It will fight for that parliament to come through here. But as part of umthetho ebesikhuluma ngawo ukuthi a constituency-based model must mean parliament must be able to convene in communities. So kunokuthi the only meeting place for parliament ibe lapha in Cape Town. Nothing is going to stop us from having a SONA, a budget speech, or anything being tabled from Soweto. You don't have to physically move the building. Yes. You can come here and say, on this one particular day, we are going to table what if the budget of the country was being tabled from Soweto? What if the budget votes were being debated from Soweto? That means all the MPs have to attend in Soweto, and they must make sure the ecosystem of Soweto works. I want to leave it there, because of will move the entire building to here. There's already parliamentary precinct in Midrand. There's already a move for the African Parliament to be there. So there's a long discussion on this issue. But at least one thing, if you elect the president from Soweto, at least the inauguration must be in Soweto. Or wrong? Nobody has promoted that. So also, the inauguration. Which way? The question is, the third one was the education system. I want to make those two questions. Education doesn't begin when you start school, it starts at ECD. Ama ECD centers which are poorly maintained. The reason children cannot read for meaning is because the ECDs don't work, and the first 1,000 days of a child, if that child is not well fed, not well looked after, the brain development is so impacted that by the time they get to primary school and they can't read, they are never going to be able to read for meaning. Let's fix those first 1,000 days, give proper ECD centers. But here is the problem. Government wanted ECD centers to be part of the basic education system, but they did not fund them. Instead, they asked them to comply in the many difficult ways. So before we can assist young people, even before we get to the pipeline of high school, Let's make sure at ECT centers, primary school, we have the best teachers, they are well paid, we have the development pipeline, so that your primary school education, which is the foundation for everything, is the best. Here's my problem. We are losing teachers at primary school. That's what we've done. Good teachers are not staying there. Why? Because they don't earn enough. Parents are somewhere. So I'm saying let's pay the best teachers, build the best schools, and make sure the ECT centers work. Because then that way pipeline that time. When we get to secondary school, which was the question you asked, along with focusing on STEM subjects, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, let's empower our kids to focus on those. I don't like this idea of life orientation. I don't think it works.
Like some of our my classmates actually want to be doctors and they want to be nurses and
They want to, yeah? I'll have it with you, but I think it's important what you're saying. Because if you want building quality schools, making sure the best teachers are there, focusing on the right subjects, giving the best leadership, we're not going to win. Let me answer your last question, sir. You said about is this is old. The truth of the matter is this. My vision is to put a job in every home. Rather than saying everybody's going to work, I'll be lying. But let's go to every household and you say, who is the most who wants to work? Because once you've got that person, at least there's an income coming into the house. Rather than this idea of just saying, no, we'll only hire young people, old people, or this. Every household, when we want to send at least for you. I mean, just at least for you. Yeah? Oh, crime! Yo! It's serious, yo. I'm 40. Mfuna ngibawo iphosa mangena la subi, because here's what we are going to do. Mfuna skip steps from national and bring it local. And Mfuna Begitele. I think Begitele is the most useless person I've ever. That's true. You should be a minister in the presidency for heads. When it comes to crime, we must bring police to local, we must match them with metro police, match them with the private security industry, and then increase them by getting young people a volunteer program that they can work in. So that we can see you, we can arrest you, and the criminal justice system will make sure if you do the crime, you will do the time. Let me close just with this one subject. If you are a child in this room and you've been taking drugs, you are not my problem. I will send you to a rehab center. But if you're a child in this room and you are selling drugs, I'm telling you now, I'm going to go to my right-hand side. First of all, your name, surname, straight to the question, and then that's it. Number one, thank you. Number two, thank you. 3, Mama. 4, Alti. 5, Madam. Thank you. Basically, I need to be just right, guys. I can't take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Thank you. I'll take your take number 6. Thank you. Check this out.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe the Sawubona baba. Njani? Ngiyaphila. Ngibika mawukhuluma ngokuthi empowerment policy, right? And let's make business easy for people, put a job in every home. Mina nguzinhle Mthongo, ngibuya helping girls and boys and confident. These are my kids there. Okay, started ngokubapha ama-underwears, sabapha nama-pads, because we saw there is a problem. Ne? I-youth eningi manje esikhathini samanje, ne? Ayina confidence, ne? They don't have confidence. That's why izinto eziningi lack. Ne? And they don't know what is the confidence. That's why they're giving them ama-pads. And they forgot ama-underwears. Ukuthi lama-pads lawa angena kuphi, which is underwear. And abantwana abaningi, they don't have underwear because amakuba seven, ne? Right. And we decided that ama-pads nama-underwear is not a solution because they will keep on asking and asking. So we want to do businesses for them, provide businesses for them. So in the end, business for them, and then instruction setting, life skills, school of life. Most cases, so mind. Into mind, a skill of life. I have put my life orientation. The life orientation is not good because they don't teach them about life, about them. They don't know anything. That's why you see spiritual they live a better life than them. So it can be created as a business. A school of life is a business. There's a business inside. And then in the school of life, there's an art, there's a sport, recreation. Because if you can see, so Weto is all about that. Sport and art and recreation. That's all we need. Businesses, these people, talent, all of them. They can do something. But we don't have funding. There's no internet. After this year, even now they're teaching like this, they don't have anything. I have friends, I have friends in Napo, I have friends in but they're not there because there's no transport, there's no funding, there's no sponsorship, and I'm trying to help the youth to become what they want. Please hold us, we need your help.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Nebo Matibula, and I'm not from Seoul. So let's move to the first question. I would love to say something. I've not said my age here because what I'm talking about is not from the same place. Mr. Leader Mmusi Maimane, when they were doing you an interview, yes, your facts were very perfect. I was motivated, I was inspired by your words. But the thing is, we're not going to do it. And most of your points and facts are stated some of us we want to share your facts. I did share your facts. But the thing is, I'm not here, and you're the leader. You stated you're here, you're from here. But your facts are more focused about the way. Even this lady that you were talking, she spoke something, and I was very motivated by her. Which is what she said, it is a fact, and I'm very impressed by her. If I had something, I would help. But I have ideas, and I don't have funds. But even your faith will also stay Soweto. Your branches mostly Soweto. How about other places?
No,
okay. Here's my question for you. I have one problem. And this problem, I believe you as a leader, you can take it from there and make something about it. I am a youth. There are youth. The leader who was here, he looks a bit old. I think he's really a youth. But we need somebody who is us. So when we talk, I am me, and we are me. You get it? So, we have a leader. I think it's almost or something. the many events that you created about Ustaz attended, and she is very suppressed and depressed by the same economy we are trying to join and change as a youth. Why are we, the youth, when we stand up and talk, the elders are suppressing us? Isn't the future about us? Not so my question here is, what are your beliefs about the youth, and what is it that it can change so we can be recognized to change our own future? We don't need this 50s and 60s. Their time is over.
I am not from Soweto, I'm from Fine Town. Yeah. So, okay, ngizwile uma isista nobaba bebekhuluma ngendaba yesikole. So mina ngizobuza umbuzo wami according to ama-colleges. Here in Gauteng, most things of give an example about Gauteng Limpopo because of njengabona umehluko. In Gauteng, it belongs, abantu bekhuluma ngama-fees must fall. But ama-fees eGauteng angiwaboni eFall account. This is ama-prices increase. For example, ama-colleges in Limpopo, mostly, iy'kolo zingabuza ngokuthi because of ngene i-college, but beyibhadala kule-registration fee, and then before registration fee, there is subject A1 in the price yayo. And then in Limpopo, after registration fee, you don't pay ama-subjects fee, which means ungena isikolo mahhala. Well, ngangena lana and then ngabona ukuthi anginamali, ngahamba ngayo eLimpopo, ngifike eLimpopo ngiyabuza abantu abafunda khona. Imali ngibasebenzayo ayikho le ndaba yethu. So umbuzo wami ngisabanyana, abantu laba abangenamali abaphasa u-matric, there are many people who are passing matric and then bahlale phansi because they don't have much, they don't have money to go further, to go further their studies. So my question is, that means that people, those people abane-matric and then they don't have money to go further their studies, which means angeke bakwazi ukuqhubekela nesikolo sabo. Actually, my Zulu is very bad. So abangeke bakwazi ukufunda phambili, like because bazohlala phansi bangenamali, whereas but kumele bathole i-transport baye esikolweni, registration fee and all. And let me tell you something, last block I did not attend because benkolota is from A1. I was supposed to let block ngene as fast, but because the scholar was 2.5 engasibhadala, I couldn't register in as fast. So my question is, those people who don't have money, but our going to school, and we are fully people.
You can take one more. Or with that, yeah? Just now. After the Kulu, push us good.
Sanibonani. Oyigama nguMasoka Mabhena, Kumala in the farm. Especially towards South Africa, geopolitics in South Africa will be kanjani since nathi yabona nama-western anokhuluma ngathi supply amakashenge ibhamu bafuna ukwenza i-second pillar of currency. Ubonanga ubona into yaphambili ubonanga.
I'll take 7 in school, sir. I'm going to be brief because Zimbabwe, and I'm really engaged with it. I want to start. There was a young guy who came here wanting the news to put on into the situation. My brother, firstly, I respect that you came, you stood, you made your point. Ask Henry, ask anybody. I want young people to lead. That's why I welcome when young people challenge issues. I'm proud of it. I don't want young people who are like in other political formations where their only job is to work for leaders and buy alcohol and support those. That's nonsense. You must lead with ideas. Now, naturally, I'm from Soweto. The event is in Soweto. But the ideas, when I say the National Civilian Service, it's not a Soweto civilian service, it's national, which means you yourself will benefit. When I say there must be a fund that helps young people, you yourself will benefit. When I say there must be a voucher system so that young people can choose which school they want to go to, you yourself will benefit. So in my dream and my vision, you yourself are a big part of it. I'm just, if one day you invite me to your township, I will speak about your community because you contribute to not only eating in South Africa, but to the ideas that benefit every young person. I can't say build one South Africa, but in truth I mean build Soweto. I mean let's build all of South Africa. Mata. So let me get that point clear and straight so that Sinai buys. But this question, there was a young person who asked me about TVET colleges here, or colleges in general and registration fees. I think the whole fee issue in the country doesn't work. The policy of BOSA is to advance a free tertiary education. That means that the young person, once they find a job, only begins to contribute to higher education through tax. But upfront, the state covers you. You only start paying the day you find a job, rather than you must pay upfront. We are never my system. We believe so. And so this college differentiation thing doesn't work. A foreign policy. No one is asking South Africa to choose West or East. We must choose South Africa and Africa. Because we must focus on foreign policy on the basis of the interests, trade interests of your country. And creating new relations. The debate at the moment about foreign policy is old. We are discussing old friends, Soviet Union friends, that's old. We must talk about a future-based foreign policy that chooses our trade relations and human rights. Why is it Sizokhala today and say Zimbabweans are in the country, but we say nothing about the fact that ZANU-PF is killing people there under Mnangagwa? We say nothing about activists dying in Sudan, in Eswatini. We say nothing. We send Ramaphosa to Russia and Ukraine. I don't know what he's doing there, ignoring the conflict in the continent. Let us build a prosperous Africa because 1.2 billion people are going to be living in this continent. And when we build trade, 300 million of them must move from poverty to the middle class. That's the foreign policy of this country. So I hear, you can't stand here and say, okay, you believe in sovereignty of a country, but you are going to ignore it when Russia violates rights. We're a human rights-based country. Let's defend human rights everywhere. And injustice there cannot cancel an injustice there. Injustice is injustice, wherever it is. I saved the last question for best, to you. I didn't catch your name because you didn't say it. Or maybe I missed it. Who's it? Zinhle, first of all, let me thank you because BOSAS is built on the idea of dignity. I know you are saying voting pants and all of that, but the dignity of a woman and the fact that you are providing underwear for young girls, I want to thank you and applaud. But here's what I want to commit to. Because you asked me for help. You didn't just ask me for congratulations, you asked me for help. I work with a foundation that's led by Sydney that my friend Marius called Menstruation. When men take up this. But here's the difference. They set up factories that in fact manufacture pads so that they can create businesses out of that whole thing so that the pads are cheaper as a start, because pads are very expensive. I'm a father of a young girl. So I'm not talking about something, not that I've bought a pads, I'm just saying, which I know they're expensive. Maybe one day she'll send me there. It's one of the things I'm most scared of. But if I can help you set up that business here, imagine if instead of just giving pads, you can manufacture and create jobs and distribute them to communities and have a viable business that helps that whole industry. So I'm going to take your details and I want to connect you with the foundation. If you give me just some time, I will revert back to you about that issue. But I believe, at least even at a basic level, you are right. People need businesses. But what I'm saying to you now is that if we can create manufacturing, even in communities, it doesn't have to be just to be sanitary towels. I just happen to know how to make sanitary towels. Let us help and do that. Be assured, I will revert back to you about that issue. Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. God bless. So, Shama, Yalewa. I see value issues that can turn into a conversation now. And let me first, Mama, I will have the conversation, but I want to thank you for your time. And I want to thank you for this day. And Henry, you've done a phenomenal job. I want to thank the input. Thank everybody who is here. I'm going to get some service. The last announcement, guys, before we leave, the only one which was something to pray for all of us here. The last time when Tony Shaputi, then we couldn't get direction on our far left is the kitchen. And on the kitchen, and when we get to the kitchen, we all the